Welcome along, gamers, to this Let's Play of Past Cure, an indie adventure game by the guys at Phantom 8 Studios, releasing today on PlayStation 4, Xbox One and PC. This is a full-on kind of what I'd like to say AAA indie. It's the top end bracket of indie games with a small studio with huge ideas, and they've done a fantastic job so far. Past Cure is a 3D full-on action game with a psychological cinematic experience story to go with it, and I've been playing it here, guys, and you can watch 20 minutes of footage from my gameplay throughout this video. If you stay right through to the end, you've got my impressions of the game as well overall after playing it. The start of the game will begin soon. I'll let the game talk for itself, and then in the middle section I'll take over again and show you some further into the gameplay type stuff. If you get into the description on YouTube, you can see our Past Cure guide on mygameslounge.com with more impressions from me and some information about the game too. But for now, let's start the game and see how it plays.
What is going on? Where the fuck am I? Stay back! Stay away from me! I have to find a way out of here. Wait. What is this? Where am I? Am I Am I dead? I have never seen anything like this before. It's so empty in here.
Ian, are you there?
Who is that?
It's okay, Ian. Come over here.
She knows my name. Hello?
Ian, hurry up. There is not much time.
It must be a way out. Please, wait there. I'm coming. Better leave.
Come on, Ian. Quickly. I'm sorry, Ian.
No! No! This is how the nightmares end. Overpowered. Helpless. A sacrifice to violent gods.
I'm sorry, Ian.
No! No! That one was new. The girl screaming for help. Where the hell did she come from? I need some water. 18 months of nightmares. Ever since I escaped from that hell. 18 months. Relentless. Unchanging. And suddenly her. She wanted to take me somewhere. What pulled her away like that? What are you doing here? Hey, who? What the fuck is going on? Wait. This is just a hallucination here. None of it's real. Get your medication, and this will go away. Okay, upstairs bathroom. Don't look at them. They're not real. Keep it together, Ian. Concentrate. That's better. These hallucinations are getting worse.
As I promised, gamers, I'm back, and this is sometime later in the game. It's about an hour and 10 minutes or so in. I wanted to skip ahead and show you some different kind of gameplay, and this is some puzzle solving I was doing. Now, as you can see, the game's a little bit about kind of psychosis and this kind of mental disorder that he's got, as sanity plays a big part. A few Matrix references and a few Heavy Rain style presentation elements to this game too, as you might have noticed from the gameplay. This is looking at some puzzle stuff, and a little bit later there's some more traditional action game type footage where I'm taking out some enemies. So enjoy, keep watching right through to the end, guys, and then I'll talk about my feelings on the game so far, which are pretty positive, I have to say. I'm really enjoying my time with it.
The nurses say you've been a very good boy this week. Come, you may sit on my lap.
Dad?
Now, there's one thing I wanted to talk to you about. There's a force in the world that is stronger than fear, even stronger than love or hate. That force is duty. Good men are governed by their duty. A deep feeling for right and wrong. Duty has us do things that are beyond our own morality, shaking every pillar of our personality. There are real monsters in this world, Ian. Not hiding under your bed, but in plain sight. Smiling at you across the breakfast table, staring at you in the mirror. There are abysses in every man and every woman. And duty helps us control them. Control ourselves. If we lose control, the world burns and the monsters win. Will you remember that, Ian?
Of course. What now? What options are left? I remember this. This was my hand. And this one was... Let me go! You were in my house. Who are you? What are you doing?
It's time to wake up, Ian. It's time to open Marcus?
Good morning, Ian. Did you get some sleep?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. Ready to roll.
Wonderful. I've got the name of the seller and some intel on the buyer, so get your gun, take the car, and go to the hotel. I'll text you what I've got.
Thanks, Marcus.
De nada, hermano. Be careful.
There we go, guys. That was the final bit of the gameplay there, although there is a little bit more for you to watch as I go through my impressions of the game so far. A little bit more traditional here as we're going through some kind of taking out some goons in a mission type situation rather than the psychological start. Now, first thing I'm going to say is I am very impressed with the kind of mystery and intrigue into this story that we've got with Pasteur. Very into the character and what his past is, these dreams with this puzzle world. I think there's been some excellent concept work gone into that, and I think the presentation of the game is pretty good too. They've done a very good job of making the game look really nice in this kind of Unreal Engine. A lot more polish on the game than you would normally expect of an indie studio. With it being a smaller studio, you've got a few things where it's not quite as polished as you'd want in terms of gameplay. And do you accept that or not? That's really a personal preference. Now, to me, certain things don't bother me so much because I'm quite happy to accept that this is an indie game and it's not going to be perfect. But it will divide opinion. There's some very kind of basic elements to the gameplay that you might think belong more on last gen than they do on this gen. But the guys have had to deliver something of a game, and they've focused more, what it seems like, on the story elements and the kind of unusual aspect of the game than they have some of the more, I don't know, taking it to the levels you'd see in something like an Uncharted kind of thing. But that doesn't take enjoyment out of it. For me personally, I've really enjoyed my time with it. And I found myself wanting to play more even after I stopped recording the game, which can only be a positive thing. I'm just not sure if it's going to keep up the kind of pace, because once it started picking up into normal mission territory like what you see in here, it lost a little bit of its kind of mysteries and intrigue that the start brought forth. Although I will say some of the sequences at the beginning, I did do some edits for you guys so you didn't have to endure the length of them. They did go on a little bit too long. I'm also worried about the kind of the combat situation to see how much variety there is. Although there's some nice stealth gameplay. So far, I do like the game. I really do. I enjoyed my time with it. I can see myself sticking with it and really getting through the story of it through to the end and enjoying it. I can see many gamers out there being put off a little bit by some of the rough edges that you get, but you get rough edges in indie games. That's what you expect, and you don't want to put an indie game company down for trying new things to try to push themselves and deliver a game that's kind of in the same brackets as your AAAs in terms of, you know, 3D adventure action combat, and it delivers some really cool things. But personally speaking, I like the powers. I like the fact you can float above your own body to take things out. You can slow time down. Not easy things to deliver, of course, as part of the gameplay to make it function, but it really does function well. Some of the puzzles that I was solving were particularly good. I liked the challenge of them. They weren't necessarily straightforward to do straight away. The control was a little bit sloppy in terms of like the gun gameplay early on. I got used to it a little bit, but the right stick seemed to just fly off to one side as you were trying to aim, which was a little bit unusual to get used to, but I did get used to it and felt pretty good. Just like, you know, you can just see it there. It's just trying to shoot and it just slips up, or it slips to one side. But some things that can be patched. Certainly in there, nothing huge went wrong. There's no any problems in that case. So, what do you think of the gameplay so far? Let me know in the comments. Ask me any questions, guys. As I said, I quite like it. Really enjoyed myself so far. Looking forward to more of the story and getting through the game. But you get in touch, ask me a question, see what you think about it if you've been playing it too. If you've enjoyed the video, please like it on the YouTube channel and subscribe to our channel, please. That would be awesome. And share this around on social media. Plus, give us a visit on mygameslounge.com.